here, or as the thing that's keeping, obviously the judge. Okay. Yeah, speaking is kind of going crazy right now, so bear with me with my stuttering today. But yes. So, interesting. Wow. It's just weird. Okay. Because I did I always pull a reading for myself before I start doing any readings for everybody. This is the third time I've seen this. Just for me, for Scorpio, and now for you, Sag. Wow. But anyway, so which I would attribute to you, but again, remember, pick the side that resonates with you the most. This person is on the someone's not making a decision about something because they're afraid to take that leap of faith. It's like the thing I always say with the Two of Swords is that it's not the decision that needs to be made. It's always the execution of that decision. Now, I feel like somebody's trying to keep the balance of something because they're afraid that their truth will be, it be a situation's demise. Or more so, what the Two of Swords leads to is the Three of Swords, which indicates old issues, past pains, heartache. So somebody may be trying to avoid some sort of heartache, some sort of pain. So they're not being authentic. They're not really doing something, or they're not doing anything, actually, because they're afraid that whatever they do decide to do or take action on, it will bring them towards some sort of hurt, some sort of pain. Now, this individual, though, is very much in love. Their mind is very much focused on what they feel, how they feel, what their emotions, are telling them. And I feel like this person is very much focused on their heart, what they feel. Now, this person is also very intuitive, since it's the mind, and the Queen of Cups is here. Their focus is on how they feel, what their intuitions are telling them, and I feel like this person is very much guided by their emotions. So I feel like this person over here, definitely in love, definitely knows what they want, and I feel like that's what their motivation is. That's what their aim is. Their focus is on how they feel. Now not the foundation, but the body aspect of it, or the physical, representation of both parties, what they represent to each other, to each other here, because the office is going to be different from one another. This person's on hold, waiting on something that's kind of not moving in a certain direction at all. It's very stagnant energy. So not only is their mind keeping them from moving forward, their whole body isn't doing anything either. Somebody has put it on hold because they're incapable of making a decision. And as you notice, as we get closer to the root, it's going to be more and more understandable why they're not making any moves. This person's stagnant. They're not moving. They're not doing anything. They're not making a decision. They're not taking any action. They're just stagnant. Now, the other person over here with death coming up, this is about releasing, embracing a new beginning, okay? This is like literally this card. They have the card right after this, so this person had already gotten out of like their mental prison, or this this limbo that this person's in at this present moment. And I feel like this person right now is allowing themselves to dream, and that and how they do that is by releasing the old and embracing the new. Embracing a potential for something new. That they know there's a new beginning here, but it requires them to release some old situations, past disappointments, whatever. This is giving them more hope, I feel. And I feel like this is also allowing this death energy, whatever this is, because obviously death is cleansing. This is Scorpionic energy here. This person's clearing the air, clearing the energy, so that way they can't have something new. So they can manifest exactly what it is that they want. They know what they want. They know what they desire. And they're content with what they have currently. They're content with themselves. The Queen of Cups is happy, and she's in love with herself, with the people around her. And I feel like with death coming up here is this person's foundation. They are going through a transition process, leaving the old, beginning of the new. They're growing. But they're doing it in a very slow and a very graceful way. Because death is very graceful. It can be very difficult, nonetheless. But this is about moving forward and not letting this, the old keep down something that can potentially be amazing and new and exciting for this individual. Okay. Now, as we get close, now we're getting to the foundation now with the Five of Cups. The reason why this person is not making any moves, any decisions, really keeping the balance, is because they're not over this energy. Like I said, this person has gone through this, the situation already with the hangman, stuck in limbo, being stuck because they need to see something from a different perspective. And the reason why is because this 5 of Cups, 3 cups that spilled over, this is a serious disappointment. This is sadness to them, and they've lost it. Lost something precious. They're afraid perhaps of doing that again. They're afraid of looking into that situation. Or, this person may not be ready to move forward or shift their focus to love. This is not necessarily that means that this situation is overall they're not ready at all, because the hangman energy is saying, well, until you accept the past as for what happened, nothing can become of anything. You're keeping yourself at a stagnant position. Nothing can come from stagnancy. So this person, unfortunately, and then unfortunately, because this is fortunate, they have an opportunity of something new. They know that there's a connection here. They know that there's something that's brought these, you two together. The 3 cups that they lost here has never actually been lost. But they're looking at the past, at some situations that may have brought them disappointment, some things, some old cups that have spelled. But the 3 cups here, what brought you together is these 3 cups: support, connection, friendship, union. There's something here that this person believes that they lost. They have more than just the 2 cups that they can regain here. They have that 3 cups that they lost, as well as the connection. But they don't see that here because, right, the 2 swords, they don't see it because they're not willing to look at the truth, to look at this truth, to make the decision and take this, to go after the thing that they want, really to stand by their truth, their belief, or to make the decision that is, that's difficult for them, So it's very powerful. This person is going through things, but they'll realize it. They'll realize it because the hangman it's going to be a matter of time. The hangman doesn't just, pop up because, wants to hang out and say hello. This person is in a hangman position, is in a stagnant position right now because there's something that they need to see. There's something important that they need to see. And it has to do with their belief system. It has to do with the way they see the world, which is nothing at all. They're not seeing it at face value at all. And I feel like they're just afraid to open their heart up again, to take a chance, to work with what they've got because they've been disappointed before. The underlying energy is the 8 of Swords. 8 of Cups, rather. And the 8 of Swords is coming up in here. Crazy. I didn't even mean... That's crazy. So now, this person is stuck in their mind right now because of this situation where they've, somebody may have, been dissatisfied. This person here may have been dissatisfied, or somebody may have been dissatisfied. And, this is about finding that cup to really make this person happy, or finding this cup to make the relationship satisfied. Going after what it is that makes this person happy. Trusting your intuition and going for it. Because I feel like more than anything, it's not just like seeing the options and saying, nah, this ain't for me. It's more about saying, you know what, this is not going to, if this is not what makes me happy, it's not going to be the end game. That's not going to be what I'm going to settle with. And I'm not going to just sit here and mope over the fact that there's nothing around me here that makes me happy. I'm going to go find it. Determination to find it. And I feel like this person right now is just they haven't forgiven this loss. They haven't forgiven themselves for what they've lost. They haven't forgiven the person for what they've lost here. Forgiven the fact of they haven't forgiven the situation. They haven't done what this person here is doing right now with death. Their root right now, their foundation, where they're coming from, is from a place of loss. But they have a connection here that they can still work with. And I feel like once they notice that, once they realize that, this relationship can blossom, right? And I feel like it has to do with this relation, the religious factors. I feel like somebody had some serious factors and some strict factors regarding the building of this relationship. But I feel like this person here does. This person had some serious stuff that they needed to have with this relationship. Or this person here did, right? Is the Queen of Swords. This person is, knows what they believe in, knows what their truth is. They're not interested in buckling, but they're open-minded. As long as you come with them with the truth, they're open to you. They're open to helping you. They're open to, to working with you. But this person's belief system is based off of honesty and truth. And I feel like this person feels like they lost something. It's not lost something precious to them because, I feel like they have some sort of strong belief system that they know is changing anyway. But I believe that maybe somebody may have lost something because someone else was very strict. Someone else was very, cutthroat, not interested in dealing with somebody because they didn't have the same sort of belief system. This person has to be brave because the challenge here is bravery. The Queen of Wands. Being fearless. Going after whatever it is that you want. Creating a new avenue. Creating a new path. Being authentic to oneself. The Queen of Wands doesn't stop at anything just because something doesn't look right. She'll still go after it. There's nothing about, there's nothing that will keep this queen down. And I feel like with this Queen of Wands here, I feel like this is just truly embodying, self-confidence. This person does not feel very confident right now. This person is gaining it. I think it's the process. They're gaining confidence. Their foundation is one of the most confident individuals in this tarot deck. Indicates protection, indicates seriousness, and, they're detached. Their foundation is a very logical approach, but their mind is focused on their emotion. And I feel like this person here has stopped all progress because they haven't forgiven this energy. They haven't let it go yet. And to be fearless, and I feel like this connection, what brought this person together, the reason why they're together right now is they're both releasing something. This person in the process of this release so they can begin a new life. I feel like this person's already like halfway through. This person's just beginning. This release process, this person is having to release this pain, this loss, so they can go after what makes them really happy. Let me go ahead and pull your final card here, Sag. I'm going to go ahead and let you go after that. All right, you guys got 2 cards. I love you. 3 important words. Oh, you guys have 3 cards. All right, then. So, I love you. These are very important words. I agree. So maybe that's the scary thing. Maybe they want to say that, but they're afraid of this loss. They're afraid of losing everything. Of being... Maybe that's the thing. Even though... But I love you. It also has, or you guys have all together, love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Love. No matter what their loss was, the connection was still there. But this person is in their mind right now. They're not thinking. They're holding it in. It's not really about holding it in. It's just they're not confident in themselves to make the decision that their heart wants to make because of what they've lost. That's going to end up, breaking anyway. They can't hold the swords up there forever. But you have back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to really reevaluate what you want. The 8 of Cups, that's the underlying energy here. That's exactly. Wow, awesome. What an awesome reading. I really, give this person patience. If this is you guys over here, and you're not this individual, you gotta give this person patience right now, because this person has to go through this pain in order to release it. That's why this person's holding on. You know, like I said, once they make the decision, they face that Three of Swords, which is the old issues, old pains. And they need the support right now. The Three of Cups is what brought you together in the first place, the support, the love. And I feel like if this is you guys, you have it. You know it. You're willing to give it. You're open to it. This person right now needs it. So be the support that they need. Because right now they're having to return back to what they love, returning back to the heart, and that's going to be hard for them to do, considering that they've been locked up. They are locking house up because that Three of Swords issue, the Three of Swords situation, that's painful. Guys, please understand, this person around you, I feel like this person does love you. Take the time that you need to see to see something, to see the thing that you need to see, so you can be free, so you can enjoy the connection. Sometimes relationships are not perfect, but you make them perfect by allowing yourself to to accept the situation as it is, and adjust and grow with it. Typical type, and that's what you're afraid of: disappointment first before you deem it that way. And I don't think you are, right? Just saying, And I think ultimately, right, whatever you lost before, whatever this situation is spiritually, you're mourning. Honor your mourning, but then be ready to tackle the next chapter, because you got something amazing over here on the other side. Someone amazing that wants to start something new with you, but it's going to require you to be brave.